Jacob Fatu's shocking message to Gunther after Jimmy Uso's injury, the explosive WWE fallout. In the world of professional wrestling, rivalries can define legacies. But sometimes, those rivalries go too far, leaving a trail of destruction, heartache, and consequences that ripple through the wrestling world. Recently, a shocking message from one of the wrestling industry's most respected figures, Jacob Fatu, sent shockwaves through the WWE universe after the brutal injury of Jimmy Uso. The question on everyone's mind: what does this message mean for Gunther, the locker room, and the future of WWE? And just how deep does this rivalry run? To fully understand the magnitude of Jacob Fatu's message, we need to go back to the events leading up to Jimmy Uso's catastrophic injury, a moment that rocked the WWE universe and left fans reeling. Jimmy Uso, a cornerstone of the legendary Anoa'i family, has always been a fan favorite. Alongside his twin brother Jay, he's helped shape the tag team division into something unshakable. But his journey in WWE has never been without its trials, and in recent months, tensions began to rise between Jimmy and the reigning Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. Gunther, the dominant force in the ring with his unparalleled intensity and cold demeanor, has been on a collision course with the Usos ever since he laid claim to the Intercontinental Championship. The two men, from vastly different backgrounds, have clashed in brutal confrontations, each trying to prove their superiority. But things reached a boiling point at the last major pay-per-view event. As Gunther and Jimmy Uso's rivalry escalated, it reached a head during a high-stakes match, one that would go down in history for all the wrong reasons. During their confrontation, Gunther unleashed a brutal move that left Jimmy Uso unable to continue the match. The damage was significant, an injury so severe that it forced Jimmy Uso out of action for an indefinite period. Fans were left in shock, unsure of when, or if, they'd see Jimmy back in the ring. But the ramifications of this injury went far beyond just Jimmy Uso's personal journey. Behind the scenes, WWE officials worked quickly to assess Jimmy's condition. The severity of the injury sent a message throughout the locker room, a reminder of the physical toll professional wrestling can exact. But one person wasn't going to let this moment pass quietly. Jacob Fatu, a powerhouse in his own right, has always been one of the most feared competitors in professional wrestling. A member of the legendary Anoa'i family, just like Jimmy, Jacob's message following the injury sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. In a passionate message to Gunther, Jacob Fatu, who has been making waves on the independent circuit, addressed the reigning Intercontinental Champion directly. He didn't mince words. Jacob's message was clear: this isn't over. You've crossed a line, Gunther. The Anoa'i family doesn't take betrayal lightly. Jacob's words immediately sparked a firestorm of speculation within the WWE universe. Was he issuing a challenge to Gunther? Or was this something deeper, a personal plea for justice on behalf of his injured family member? Whatever the motivation, it was clear that Jacob Fatu was stepping into the spotlight, and Gunther's world was about to get much more complicated. So, what does Jacob Fatu's message mean for the future of WWE? And more importantly, what does this do to the intense rivalry between Gunther and the Anoa'i family? Gunther, having risen to prominence as one of WWE's most dominant champions, may have made a grave mistake in injuring Jimmy Uso. The Usos have always been the heart and soul of WWE's tag division, but it's the family ties, the Anoa'i legacy, that run deeper. Jacob Fatu, as a representative of that legacy, isn't just a wrestler, he's a protector of tradition. And his message is one of retribution. Jacob Fatu speaking in an interview about family loyalty and his desire for justice. Gunther may have taken out Jimmy, Jacob said, but he hasn't taken down the Anoa'i bloodline. And he will soon learn that when you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Jacob Fatu's call to action might not just be about revenge, it could be the beginning of something much bigger. Could we see Jacob Fatu make his way to WWE to confront Gunther directly? Would WWE allow the fierce competitor into their ranks to settle this score once and for all? One thing is certain, this storyline has just gone into overdrive. Now, all eyes are on Gunther. How will the Intercontinental Champion respond to the challenge issued by Jacob Fatu? Gunther, known for his cold demeanor and unrelenting nature, has built his legacy on being a fearsome and calculating champion. But the Anoa'i family is not something to be taken lightly, especially when you've caused harm to one of their own. Gunther has always been the one to dictate the pace of his rivalries, but now, with Jacob Fatu breathing down his neck, it's unclear how the ring general will react. Will he back down, or will he dig in his heels and escalate the battle with the Anoa'i family? The stakes have never been higher for Gunther. As Gunther prepares for his next defenses, one thing is clear: Jimmy Uso's injury has ignited a firestorm of drama and intrigue. The fallout from this moment will echo across WWE in ways we haven't even begun to understand. So, what could the future hold for these three wrestling giants? Could we see Jacob Fatu make his long-awaited debut in WWE to challenge Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship? The match would be a showdown for the ages, with Fatu's raw power and ferocity going head-to-head with Gunther's technical prowess and unrelenting style. Fans are already salivating at the prospect of these two powerhouses colliding in the squared circle. And what of Jimmy Uso? His injury has placed him on the sidelines for now, but we know one thing: Jimmy is a fighter. His return to the ring is inevitable, and when it happens, there's no doubt he'll be looking for payback against the man responsible for taking him out. The question is, will Gunther still be the Intercontinental Champion when Jimmy Uso comes back to seek revenge? Or will Jacob Fatu have already exacted his own brand of justice, shaking up the title picture entirely? Jacob Fatu's message to Gunther was more than just a response to an injury, it was a declaration of war. The Anoa'i family, known for their strength and unity, is not a force to be taken lightly. And as the rivalry between Gunther and the Uso family continues to grow, one thing is certain: the future of WWE may be about to change in ways no one could have predicted. This is WWE's most explosive moments, showcasing the drama and excitement of professional wrestling. Will Gunther maintain his grip on the Intercontinental Championship, or will Jacob Fatu's challenge become the spark that ignites an all-out war? We'll be here every step of the way to bring you the latest updates and analysis. Thanks for tuning in to Wrestling News CC. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest and greatest WWE news, drama, and shocking revelations. Until next time, keep your eyes on the action, because in the world of WWE, anything can happen. But wait, there's so much more to discover. Click on the next video right here, shown on the screen, for more exclusive insights, reactions, and all the latest happenings in the wrestling world. You won't want to miss it. Every click helps us grow and brings you more amazing content. So please, don't leave just yet, join us for the next video and keep the wrestling conversation going. Thank you for being part of our community. Goodbye for now.